Good evening. I'm Peter Eggers with the CNN Business Update. Upon recent studies, an uncanny relationship correlates the Virginia building to local clubs. The relationship with these clubs dates back to the inception of the building. As mentioned in a previous report, the building was constructed by four men who were members of the Columbia Commercial Club. That club is survived by the modern-day Columbia Chamber of Commerce. Both of these clubs are exclusive to members of the City of Columbia that are committed to enhancing business and the well-being of the city. Another club committed to the well-being of citizens is the YWCA. In the Virginia building's early years, the YWCA held banquets and meetings in the Virginia Grill, a restaurant in the basement of the building. The YWCA at the time of the meetings and banquets were committed to the advancement of women's issues. One of the major programs was one that educated women on self-governance. The initiative led to the preparation of many women, readying them to enter the workforce in World War I and World War II and develop them into leaders capable of management. The YWCA is committed to eliminating racism, empowering women, promoting peace and equity for all. The YWCA was exclusive only to members who wanted to promote the ideologies of their mission. Upstairs in the Virginia building was a club that did not have as admirable intentions as the YWCA. Booch's Billiards and Bar is a restaurant that was housed on the second floor of the building. It had a policy that made it a club exclusive to men. It stayed a club exclusive to men until the 1970s. They had many billiards tables, and it was a frequent hangout of the men of the University of Missouri. The University of Missouri is a club in its own right. The prospective members or students go through an admission process to become a member. Only those that fit the desired intellectual requirements are allowed to become a member of the club. For this stage in the membership, women were left out until 1867, 28 years after the beginning of the university, when women were admitted to the College of Education. 4 years later, they were admitted to all colleges within the university. The exclusivity becomes even greater upon completion of the requirements. There are only a numbered amount of people who can call themselves graduates of Mizzou. Among that number are some who are professors at the university, some that were student leaders, some who led clubs while attending the school, and some who even run the university now. Within the university and its complex levels of organization, there are many groups and institutions that have membership exclusivity. The School of Journalism is famed in the University of Missouri. It has its own admission process in collaboration with the admission to the General University. For most of its students to become an alumni of the J School, they need to complete a course titled the Columbia Missourian. This course requires that they work on staff at the over 100-year-old newspaper. The Missourian was housed in the Virginia building for a few of its earlier years. Another one of the headlining groups or organizations is the Board of Curators at Mizzou. The Board of Curators is the chief governing body at the University of Missouri system. They oversee the budget of the university as well as the leadership. They elect a president to run the universities. Becoming a member of this club is a difficult task, and it may possibly be the most exclusive club within the University of Missouri. It is much harder to get into than the college Republicans or college Democrats. It's much harder to get into than Beta Theta Pi or Pi Kappa Phi, and it is much harder to get into than the large group of alumni that the University of Missouri has. These curators hold a position of power over the many tens of thousands of lives of the students, faculty, and staff, and the exclusive membership is necessary to make sure that only the best curators are chosen. They have proven to be great in leadership and in business, with a level head and a desire to advance education. The only way a person may become a curator is actually by appointment by the governor of the state of Missouri. One of those appointees was a man by the name of Tom Atkins. Atkins may ring a bell because it is the current name of the Virginia building, the Atkins City Center. Tom Atkins was not only on the board of curators, but for a period of time was the chair, or the leader of the board. Now, he, his son, and his business, Atkins Incorporated, are also members of the Columbia Chamber of Commerce, whose father organization had the Virginia building constructed in the first place. Upon first glance at the Virginia building, now the Atkins City Center, exclusive membership is not the first thing that comes to mind. There are no signs for a gentleman's club. There are no signs for a dance club. There aren't even any signs for a book club. Yet the foundation of the building is interwoven with connections to clubs and exclusive organizations from the commercial club to the board of curators. To see beyond the exterior of any object, person, or building can unveil much deeper and hidden meanings that get to the truth of the thing itself. For today, it's the Virginia Building. But what could it be tomorrow? Reporting for CNN, Peter Eggers.